Hey, what's up guys, it's Dan here from Table Tennis Daily. Today I'm in the Table Tennis Daily Studio alongside Tom, reviewing the latest rubbers from STIGA, the Mantra series. Last year, STIGA launched their new rubbers, the Genesis. This year, STIGA have rolled out the all-new Mantra rubber series, which comes in 3 versions: soft, medium and hard. The Mantra rubbers are made in Japan, the same factory that produced the Airhawk series. The most obvious difference we notice right away with the Mantra is that the top sheet is not as shiny as the Airhawk. The Mantra seems to have a more grippy top sheet on initial inspection, something STIGA have really improved on over the last few years with their rubbers such as Genesis. The soft, medium and hard versions of the Mantra all have the same pimple structure, with the only real difference being the sponge hardness. The Mantra Soft has roughly a sponge hardness of 42 degrees. The medium has a 45 degree sponge hardness, and the hard has a 47 degree sponge hardness. The weight of the Mantra Soft, when uncut, is 63 grams, and when cut, 45 grams. The weight of the Mantra Medium, when uncut, is 66 grams, and when cut, 49 grams. And finally, the weight of the Mantra Hard is the same as the medium, and when uncut is 66 grams, and when cut, 49 grams. The rubbers were put on opposite sides of various blades, including the Carbonado 90, Carbonado 145, Hybrid Wood, and the STIGA Infinity. From the word go, myself and Tom noticed the obvious high speed of the Mantra. This is quite typical of Japanese-based rubbers, and the ball shot off the bat fast. Tom has been using the Genesis for the last 3 months in his Swedish league matches and noticed the initial increase in speed on the Mantra. As you can see here, he blocks off the table on numerous occasions. So I've used the Mantra rubber now for a few days in practice, and my initial thoughts now with Tom, that it's quick, it's coming off the bat quite fast. Let's check it out here. There's a lot of pace coming off this ball. It's a quick rubber. It also gives me the confidence to relax and just free flow through the ball. Here is the medium Mantra, and yeah, it's pinging off very quickly. Whew. So on my bat here I've got the Mantra Soft version, so I'm going to give it a try with a few top spins. Yeah, so I'm getting quite a nice contact and feeling on the ball. It's a very quick rubber, as Dan mentioned. I do feel like I'm getting that enough safety over the net. Perhaps not as grippy as something like the Genesis, but it's definitely giving me that speed and oomph in my shots that I'm looking for. The Mantra rubbers felt really comfortable on the backhand. I actually preferred it on this side. I could change direction with ease and had excellent control due to the balance of the speed and spin, even when accelerating my arm and wrist at max pace. During the popular exercise, 2 backhands and 2 forehands, Tom found a stable and consistent contact. I'm currently blocking for Tom here, and I'm finding a lot of control and a nice crisp feeling. When using the hard version of the Mantra rubber, the ball sometimes almost felt like it was diving down towards the net due to the low throw produced. Sometimes we both found we needed to finely brush the ball to get the amount of grip needed to get the ball over the net. As you would expect, the hard version produced the most speed in the series. When using the medium during 3-point forehand, the rubber was a touch slower than the hard version, however produced a higher arc. This was even more apparent with the soft version.
I've lost steam. Just while I get my breath back, I'm finding when I'm in good position for the ball, I'm able to go for 100% acceleration in my stroke and have good confidence.
When opening up against backspin, we were pleasantly surprised with the spin we were able to produce. The grip of the top sheet of the Mantra series is greater than the previous STIGA Airhawk series. This allowed me to pick up low balls with relative ease. The Mantra rubbers are not as spinny as the STIGA Genesis series, however pack more punch in terms of speed, especially when following up with the 5th ball attack. I sometimes struggled to pick up wide balls on my forehand side and needed to be in good position due to the low throw of the hard version. I found this easier, however, with the medium and softer versions. Tom produced a lot of spin on the backhand side when top spinning against backspin. The medium and soft versions grabbed the ball really well. When playing a backhand flick from a service, having a grippy top sheet on the rubber is important to pick up the ball with spin. The Mantra series has this grippiness, and we're both able to backhand flick strongly with good spin. Initially, the ball shot off the end of the table during the countertop spin. Again, this was due to the speed, but with certain bat angle changes, we were able to adjust and play a strong shot.
So last year, STIGA released the Genesis rubbers in medium and soft, which I've been using for around the last 6 months. And I really like the rubber. The best thing about it is the grip and the spin I can generate. I really like that part about it. Some players did find that they said they really struggled with the pace and it was a little bit too slow for them and they felt like they wanted a bit more speed. So STIGA have now brought out the Mantra rubbers and I do feel like it has got a lot more speed. Perhaps not quite as good at picking up those low backspins and the same amount of grip, definitely more speed, more oomph in the rubber. So let's do a quick comparison between the Genesis and the Mantra. Starting off with the Genesis. Okay, and now the Mantra. Yeah, so I can straight away feel there's a lot more speed and oomph in my shots with a lot less effort with the Mantra. But again, as I mentioned before, it is harder to pick up those lower, spinnier balls. It doesn't quite have the same grip.
We had enough bite and grip on the ball to keep it low over the net, which helped to stop each other from attacking. Sometimes, the ball did pop up a little high, as you can see here in the footage, but again, with a few adjustments to the bat angle, we're able to keep the ball low over the net. Top to top rallies with the Mantra rubbers were fast and direct, especially with the hard version. We both found we're good control. However, when playing away from the table with the Mantra series, you do need a more open bat angle to get the height needed to get the ball over the net. Here are a collection of points during match play with the Mantra series. Conclusion. STIGA's latest Mantra rubber series are a great advancement to their predecessor Airhawk. The major difference between the Airhawk and the Mantra is found in the top sheet. The top sheet of the Mantra is a lot grippier, however packs similar speed to the Airhawk. Thus, the Mantra allows you to have more safety in your shots without compromising on speed. In comparison to other rubbers, the Mantra series have similar spin capabilities to ESM based rubbers such as the Donica Cuda and Julia Rhythm, but less than the previously released STIGA Genesis series, although they do have greater speed. The speed being similar to the recently reviewed T-Bar Evolution series. A key feature we like with the Mantra series is its quality during active blocking and holding against aggressive topspin balls. The rubbers are not too sensitive to incoming spin, which gives you great confidence when you need to really control the ball. The Mantra Soft is good for all-round offensive players as it's slightly slower than the medium and hard versions and possesses more control, giving greater safety. The medium is for players who want an equal balance between high speed and good spin. Finally, the hard version is good for all-out attacking players wanting decent spin but are primarily focused on playing hard offensive shots. Thanks for watching. Check out our online review centre in the link below and be sure to subscribe and hit the like button for more table tennis content. Stay tuned for upcoming Table Tennis Daily reviews in 2017.